Hello everyone, today I'm going to explain 5 technical questions from the CCNA exam. Let's start with the first question. The first one is about DHCP and it's a single choice question. So this single choice question asks us if we want to make a router act as a DHCP client, which command should we enter? So for this command, let's say we have interface 2.1 directly connected to 2.2 and 2.2 is the DHCP server. If 2.1 wants to become a DHCP client, then under its physical interface, you just need to enter the command IP address DHCP. That way, you don't need to manually configure an address. The router will then send out a DHCP discover message. The server will respond with an offer message. Then the client sends a request and the server confirms it, right? This way, it can obtain an IP address. So the correct answer to this question is A. Let's check the correct answer. It's A. All right, question 2. The second question is about the Network Management Protocol, SNMP. For the second important question, it's specifically asking about the SNMP agent. More precisely, what essential functions does it perform within a network management system? What exactly does the SNMP agent do, and for what primary purposes is it typically used? It is used to respond to the NMS server, that is, to any changes related to the MIB, the Management Information Base, that occur above. So, what exactly is the MIB, the Management Information Base? For example, let's say this device, I'll use this device to represent myself. Maybe I use the number 1 to identify this device, and then for the interface of my device, I use the number 2 to represent it. So this interface belongs to this device, right? So the number for my interface should be 1, 2, right? For example, if I am a person, this is my head, and my head is 1, right? Then my body is 2. Then growing from my body is a leg, and this leg is 3. And on my leg, there is a foot. What about this foot? The foot is 4. So if I want to refer to this foot of mine, how do I express it? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And on my physical body, there is also present a hand and an arm. Is that correct? As for the arm, we use 5 to represent it. And then on the arm, there's a hand, which we use 6 to represent. If you want to learn Cisco technologies or get access to Cisco question banks, feel free to send me a private message or leave a comment below the video to discuss technical topics. Now, my human hand has exactly 5 distinct fingers, and each individual finger is precisely 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? So then if I want to refer to my pinky finger, I just express it as 1. First 1, right? My big head is here, right? And then on my physical body, there is an appendage, specifically an arm, and this particular arm is associated with the number 5. Subsequently, attached to my arm, there is a distinct and functional hand, which is clearly designated as number 6. Furthermore, this very hand possesses a full complement of 5 individual digits, and among these, my smallest finger, commonly known as the pinky finger, is specifically identified as number 11. Is that correct? This thing is called an OID, and it's basically the collection of everything on my device. All the information is gathered together in this MIB library. So what is NMS? It's the network management server. My device needs to interact with this network management server to report information to it, right? The process of reporting and interacting is done through the MIB. So the SNMP protocol has an agent function, and this agent function is used to respond to requests from the server because the server will query the device for information, right? It's used to respond to these requests. So for this question, the correct answer is A. Let's look at the correct answer. It's A. All right, now for the third and final question. This particular third question is a multiple choice question. You will need to carefully select 2 correct answers from the given options. The third question is asking us about the 2 main functions of the Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, or DHCP. First, option A is incorrect. Why is it wrong? It says that the client does not need to renew, meaning there's no need for renewal. But with the DHCP protocol, we know that when it assigns an IP address, it also sets a lease time, for example, 2 hours, right? After 2 hours, when 50% of the time has passed, that is, after 1 hour, I need to send a renewal request, right? When 87.5% of the time has passed, I send a second renewal request, right? So that's why it's wrong. Now, what about the second one? As for the second option, it says that the DHCP server dynamically assigns IP addresses to clients. This is correct. This definition is accurate. Then option C explicitly states that the client is able to request and utilize up to a maximum of 4 distinct DNS servers. This particular statement is factually incorrect. Why exactly is this assertion wrong, and what makes it an erroneous claim? Because it can only request 2, one primary and one backup, right? One active and one standby, so just 2. It can only request 2. Option D is correct. Option D states that the DHCP server can exclude specific addresses from the address pool. That is, there are some addresses I don't want to assign, right? I can exclude those addresses. So the correct answers are B and D. Let's check the correct answers, B and D. All right, question 4. The fourth question is this. It's actually very simple. When configuring this device as an NTP server, which command must be entered? This is fixed. It's the NTP master command. There's nothing more to say about it. That's just the rule. Next, question 5. The fifth question is, if this router, that is, this device, sends a type of log message to the log server, what kind of log message is it? What does this type of log message represent? What content does it convey? It basically means something has happened on the device. This is also a fixed value. There's a corresponding table for it. In this case, it means that the interface's link status has changed. The correct answer to this particular question is indeed B. Let's take a moment to carefully look at the correct answer choice, which is to choose B. Okay, now we can proceed to submit our selection. If anyone wishes to learn about Cisco technologies or gain access to the Cisco question bank, please kindly send me a private message, or you can simply leave a comment below the video for technical discussions.